Hello, welcome to the first episode of yet another series. So in this one, I've thought to do commentaries based on my animations because as it stands now, I don't know what's happening with animations. I seem to be more of a like a writing illustration person at the moment. And unless I do have other animation ideas in the future, I've thought to like cover my mainstream animations, which means the likes of like the test, such as like the walking animations. I won't include them. Because I think what you see on my main animation playlist, those are the animations I'll be covering. But yeah, I thought I'd turn this off. Yeah, there you go. I'll just give you this visual whilst I do my commentary. Alright, just a quick thing. Basically, the point of this thing is, how it's made, what it's about, and just the history behind it. This was the first animation brief in college, which, pretty much the first proper animation I've ever made. And can I loop this? No, I think it's just playing again. Fair enough. The brief was just to I don't really remember the requirements. It was just like a basic animation. I think you had to reach a certain time length, and it was just like the first time with like showcasing all their planning and then seeing how it ends up as. And firstly, my pre-production was the first time I had a distinction in college, which was really cool, and that was even just before Christmas. And so whilst the playing was very good because I was just showcasing all sorts like the storyboards, every animatic page, the planning of the colours, it was just all sorts. I have an ADI video which covers the pre-production of that video, so that's like the best thing to, for a similarity if you, want more of a simplified look of how pre-production is normally done with with these simple animations. But as it's the first time, I learned a very important lesson, and that is not to go for such a massive idea, because because I didn't know like the skills, I was just starting how to use the likes of pretty much just After Effects, and all of these assets were coming from Illustrator. But I was just far too ambitious with what I was wanting to do. Too big of an idea. A lot of scenes had to be done because, as you can tell, there's no cuts whatsoever. I do know how to, follow on. The timeline, I pretty much just kept everything on, just that long shot, which I suppose it's nice. It's cool, and I guess it works for what it is if it's just a fight scene. Um, as you probably can tell, it is quite faulty at some places. As you'll see later on, that's where I managed to stick to a lot more simpler ideas, and it's just going for something that just is just enough to get the job done, and also just stick to the time limits and focus on the important things, and then also just make additions when there is time. That's just something I've learnt more at uni. There are parts of college as well, I suppose. Because weirdly enough, as you'll see, I think it was the first uni animation, the Rio themed one. Somehow, I just was going way beyond 30 seconds. I was just managing to create like a film that's just like longer than an average song, which is just I can't believe I did that because I really could have lost time, but I managed to do it in the end. Anyway, we're not talking about that one. We'll talk about this one. And for those who are familiar of, I guess my Instagram page is the best thing to go for when it was just like the early stages of the Haphazard religion universe that I've been, creating across all my social media. So these characters were going to be part of that universe. Because the two characters were just they were forming anything out of bricks, which was just very cool idea. And the idea is kind of carried over with the character Amiku or Torrid, which you'll see in the third book of the Haphazard Legion main pentology. So I was just coming up with this idea when I was about like late secondary school, and yeah, it's kind of cool to see that play out. And I think this is probably the only time where I've got hold of like my own characters and just throwing them into our college, just any animation. But then since then, I just was coming up with totally original characters without any like background, and no ties to past drawings nor any ties to the Haphazard Legion. And yeah, this means that this is not canon with Haphazard Legion. I've already got Amiku's race to that. I don't really fancy creating another race that creates blocks. But yeah, let's get onto the breakdown. So let's just see how flexible this is. Oh, it's not the. Oh, it's just. Anyway, there you go. Got a good thoughts in there. So as you'll see at the point was that Ragefire on the right at the moment is trying to like reform this world, and it goes back to normal there. So their first ever opacity effect. So there you go. At least that was something. And I guess I like the texture on the ground. I think that's probably the best thing. And I suppose I like the character designs as well. I know it's just critiquing that, because at least I like the simplicity of it all, like looking back. But everything else is kind of messy, because I wasn't very knowledgeable of keyframes, which means that bow was just coming in extremely slow. And all of these characters were, as well as like the basic keyframes, moving the characters about, I was using the puppet tool, hence why they're very like stretchy in the movement. But it you can only do so much with the puppet tool. It's definitely a tool that only works subtly. And what if I get hold of this as I do it? See if I can try and point. Oh no, I can't seem to do that. Okay, anyway, let's just have more control of the timeline instead. So as you can see, the keyframes make everything too slow. And also the sound effects. A lot of the song I've gone for still it suits with the electronic thing, but sound effects just go in and out. Without any proper ending or start to the sound. So that was stalling about as well, because everything was just thrown into an After Effects composition. Pixel has a bow. He doesn't shoot, because it's just one asset, so you just close the distance there, numpty. And Ragefire just manages to hit him away, fair enough. This was meant to be in an ice and fire thing, cool idea, but oh well. I think that's the best effect, at least that laser actually comes from the gun. But instead of summoning them, the objects are just like thrown onto the screen. Again, those two are just two basic shapes. I think that's one of the better things. You can really feel the hit of that. This was meant to be a lot quicker, but obviously not. So I guess you can just chalk up to Ragefire just teleporting despite Pixel's charging, but it should have been a lot quicker. And gets hold of an axe, just hits the sword away. Pixel then swims his block. Looks like Ragefire has another red block to move the green one above. Then this is like a laser thing that doesn't even come out, just on the screen again. But I like this effect at least. Load of cubes, and they're just moving Ragefire away. So at least that was a cool idea, which I think is paid off nicely compared to most things. That was a daft rock on the left as well. What on earth is that? It's a lot like the rest of the background. I think the colour scheme is at least okay, but no, at the end, just get a bit more dizzy, because the colours are a bit more selective with the oranges and blues, and then suddenly I think this is just like right here it's just like a rainbow equivalent, so I guess that's fine, but I didn't like these colour choices there. Because both green and red is fine, but then why does Ragefire have purple? And I don't like the colours of the axe as well. I may have tried to make have all my assets stand out, but even then. And what does it say? Okay, so he's avenging his mentor, fair enough. Yeah, got it. Yeah, it's been so long since I did this. ESO can infer the world-changing spell, with the land going back. Ragefire had an empire, apparently. I never thought I did that. And yeah, Pixel just sees the day. Yeah, because he originally had Pixel just arriving on the ship, and then it cuts to this. But I think I was just trying to rush this because I think I had other things going on, and I think I did this in like I won't say like a couple of days, and then yeah, I was just because of my limited knowledge, I was just doing. Yeah, I just couldn't do much at the time. So yeah, just once again, just know what the limits are and don't go for an overly ambitious idea, especially with the, what the brief is meant to be about, and yeah, and just managing the time, fitting with the brief, and yeah, just knowing your limits is just the best tips when you're starting with the animation. So yeah, I think that's what I'll say for this. Yeah, so yeah, just some basic movements, puppet tool being used bizarrely, some missed on keyframes at times. At least has an opacity effect right here, and yeah, there's some cool ideas along the way. So yeah, just I guess it's an okay style, but I just remember thinking of it as my least favourite college brief ever because yeah, I was extremely disappointed, especially when seeing how the other students did idea-wise. Yeah, I think I probably had the weakest animation looking back. But oh well. So yeah, I think I'll start right there. Pretty much covered everything. Yeah, just an extremely basic animation. Extremely basic animation, that's what I was trying to say. Lol. So yeah, I'll stop there and I'll see you later.